every moment, every experience carries a weight to it. Some people talk about this in terms of emotional experiences. Some people talk about this in terms of the way that it impacts our bodies. The way that I like to talk about it is a density or an experience or a weight of a moment itself. When I train therapists, one of the things that I'm always coaching them to look at and to notice is how carrying stories and hearing stories and sitting with people, the different weight of those experiences, the different weight of those stories, that I think that there's a particular essence in every story. There's a particular weight in every story. And I think this idea of weight in the way that we experience moments is really particularly relevant right now. Right? We're in the midst of this global pandemic that is impacting most of us, if not all of us. It's impacting us all differently. Some of us are being impacted financially. Some of us are being impacted logistically. Some people are being impacted because they're now living in homes with people we haven't seen in a while. We have some global fears. We have some local fears. There's a lot of ways that things are impacting us. Not to mention just the reality of everything being in upheaval and everything being in the unknown. In each one of those things that I just mentioned, right? Logistical, financial, upheaval, unknown, changes, each of those carries their own weight. There's an essence to those experiences that I've been talking to a number of people this week, and what I hear from so many people is how exhausted they are, how worn out, how tired. And many people find themselves confused about this. Like, why am I so tired? Like, I'm doing less, I'm at home, I'm sleeping more. Almost this sense that like I shouldn't be feeling as exhausted as I am. And what I want to draw our attention to today is just the reality of the weight that the current era of time carries with it. That the things that we're going through, the way that they burden us, the way that they sit on our shoulders, the way that they fill our minds, the amount of energy that it takes just to navigate through these moments and through these experiences. Right? I know personally the language that I'll use around the way that I experience weight is a lot of the weight that I experience feels a lot like sadness. The weight that I experience feels a lot like grief and loss. I think that as I look ahead, there's an incredible sadness about the loss of certain things in the future. Right? There are people in my life and in my world who have significant plans. There are people whose weddings have been postponed, who's missed out on graduations and proms and all sorts of beautiful experiences. That things have been put on hold at the best or missed out on altogether. Right? That all of those are moments that carry a weight to it. Right? Some of the people in my world are experiencing present moments of loss and panic, right? Of loss of income, of not knowing how they're going to get through the next week or the next month. And those moments carry a particular kind of weight to them. And what I want to invite us to do today is actually to pause, to slow down together, to give ourselves permission to recognize things are heavy right now. And they're probably heavy for us in a variety of ways and for different people differently. Right? I have this graphic that I want to show you, that this wheel, it looks really complicated and there's a lot of words in there. But if you sit with it, right, one of the things that is so helpful is being able to put language on the weight that we're experiencing. Right? That when we sit down to be able to identify, oh, this is a weight of grieving. Oh, this is a weight of I'm angry. This is a weight that this feels unjust. This feels a weight I feel like something was taken from me. This is a weight that I just feel hopeless. This is a weight that feels scared. Like there's so many different ways that we can identify what that weight is. And as we attempt to navigate this season of time together as a people, as a community, being able to put some language on what's the weight that's wearing you down. How are you experiencing these circumstances in this moment in a way that's sinking or settling on you, that's pushing you down? To be able to put the right words on there, not right by someone else's standard, but right because this is how I am experiencing this. If we can take the time to look at it, to look at ourselves, to think about the experience, it then allows us to share that with others in a way that allows us perhaps to carry that weight with one another. Right? There's something about going on a journey knowing that I have people who are carrying weight with me, that there are moments that we can lean on each other that offsets the weight that we're carrying, but being able to describe the weight that we're experiencing is really significant. So in this moment today, more than anything else, I want to encourage you, be kind to yourself. You are experiencing a heaviness of weight in the situation that you're going through, and it would be appropriate to be tired. It would be appropriate to take some time to adjust to a world that is not at all the same as it was a couple weeks ago. So as you are navigating this, as you are taking time, whether you're looking at that wheel chart full of all of those words describing the weight, whether you're sitting by yourself and processing, whether you're talking with someone else, whether you're just frantically trying to figure out how to do life moving forward, I just want to encourage you, be kind, be gracious, give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to stop and to breathe. This is heavy, so take some deep breaths. Thanks for joining me on this little short musing. I hope that we'll continue to journey together. Be kind to yourself.